Basically, I was over 41 weeks when I was consulting with my doctor, and well, I was actually at the end of my 41st week, and we decided that probably going into the 42nd week, medical induction would be the best option, which I wasn't so sure about in the beginning, but then I also felt going into the 42nd week might not be so safe, and the baby's getting a bit bigger, and it might start having higher risk if we don't medically induce. So we actually had quite a non-traditional start. We went to the hospital at midnight to get our first induction, and the journey started from there. And we didn't opt for the harshest form of induction, which is oxytocin, but more light options, which is, there's various other options before. So actually it was quite a long first day because these small inductions didn't start the labor immediately. So it took us 24 hours, no?
Yeah.
Just in the hospital, basically without feeling much happening, just kind of waiting for the contractions to start, which was quite lengthy and quite tiring because it was also hard to sleep. But then thankfully after the 24th hour, 26th hour, slowly I started having contractions, and I was feeling, okay, this is the real thing, which was really nice to see as well, because by then we were starting to get a bit impatient. And that's, I think, when we called Anna at like 2 a.m. in the morning, that in a few hours maybe you can start coming in, because slowly I'm starting to feel the contractions and I'm starting to feel a bit more challenged by managing them. And around 5 o'clock I was already struggling a bit in the morning, 5, 6 a.m. I was struggling a bit, I needed a bit more support. I really found, the things that we've learned in the course, for example, different positions really helped me. I kind of refused to be in the bed, I was always on the floor, on the mat, on the yoga mat.
We danced a lot.
Dancing, moving hips, breathing through really helped. All fours was like really a power posture for me to breathe through. Hot water showers. Anna had some very nice kind of touches and kind of like small massages or pressure points that really helped me. Actually it was perfect because Luis was also trying to help, but he's he's stronger, so I think Anna's hands were just really helpful when she kind of touched me in the right places, and it really helped me go through the contractions.
She didn't allow me to get close to her.
Yeah.
She sent me out of the room 3-4 times.
No, I didn't send you out, but it was, sometimes it just felt a bit sensitive. So it was a few hours of contractions that were increasing. And it was a bit hard for me to set because by then I was only still 2 centimeters dilated, which means that obviously it's a long journey to get there, as Anna says, with the change of the cervix and the thinning and everything. But listening to that after so much work, it was quite hard. But we managed to push it a bit more with some dancing and bouncing ball and a lot of hip circles, and probably the baby managed to get in the right position due to that. Due to that kind of movement. So I think that was quite helpful, the last few hours before the...
Yeah, I think also what's important as well for Dory is that the baby breached a few weeks before the birth.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah.
And with a lot of techniques that we've learned in hypnobirthing and a lot of support from Anna as well, we managed to turn her around again. So.
Yeah. This was on the 38th week, so the baby was on the 37th week, head down, and then suddenly she decided 38th week to go head up. So we followed some meditations and advice from Anna, and also some pressure point massage, and also some external acupuncture methods. So just a few alternative methods rather than going in with medical intervention to put her in the right position. And then back to the birth in the end, given the fact that I was in labor for nearly 2 days, we opted for the epidural with the oxytocin, which actually for me worked very nicely. But also I believe in that period, it was a nice experience because the epidural was not the highest mark, so I could still feel the pressure. The nurses were kind of putting me on the peanut ball, which basically allows you to open up a bit more. And yeah, I think it was the perfect combination of being able to, deal with the pain management, like managing the pain, and also utilizing, all the methods that we learned in the course. So, I mean, it wasn't that easy, I'm not going to say, but looking back at it, I think...
but it helped us a lot.
I think
without
we did
the
the right...
course, it would have been very difficult.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tools you can use throughout. And there's nothing that, like, you can't really prepare for these birth experiences. So I think the more tools you have, the easier it is to select from them.